Hi, loves. Yeah. There's a little bit of light for me, okay? Because, we got the whole rig um, closed in and insulated, where, check it, where the windows are all, covered with reflective. So, yeah, right here, I have right behind me, I have my Obi-Wan Kenobi. And, my Star Wars right behind me, and I got my butterflies over there on the outside of the rig with those for windshields. Yeah, reflecting that all this cosmic energy coming in. Because even though it's going out the back of the sun, it's still coming in, new energies, but in balance, you know what I mean? Out the back of the sun. And they're wondering why. Why is it the back of the sun? No? And this guy was asking in a video just now, one of the tubers we watch, and can you answer this question? Why are all these CMEs going out the back of the sun? Are there volcanoes back there? Are there, what's going on in the back? Why is it all going out the back? Can somebody answer the question? And I looked at Joseph and I said, I can answer that question. And Joseph's like, well, there's volcanoes, but, and I'm like, well, I said, we could control fire, right? With intention, okay? We can. I'll demonstrate. Okay, with this cigarette, old man. Would you like a cigarette, old man? Go to Cheech and Chong to the cigarette, old man skit. And it's funny as shit. CHIT, I'm not cussing. So, I demonstrated, if I want this fire to burn hotter, with my pure intention, my thought, and my action, I can make it happen. All I gotta do is suck on it. A little hotter, right? A little more attention. I could blow on it, make it burn hotter, influence it, manipulate it, resonate with it with intention. I could put it out if I want to too, can't I? I have the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to do that too. Fire, more heat. Now, God controls everything. Heavenly Father controls everything. And I am connected with Heavenly Father. And when all these CMEs started coming, I was thinking, wouldn't it be great? Or wouldn't it be weird? Or wouldn't it be super if all those CMEs went out to the universe and not to Mother Earth? Yeah. That is my intention. And ever since then, they all been going out the back. Isn't it beautiful? And I marked it, the first big CME. I said, look at the miracle God did. He blew that stuff out the back of the sun. And I didn't take credit for that, none. No. I gave all the glory to Heavenly Father. You remember that, Joey? When I gave glory to God for blowing that CME right out the back of the sun?
Dramatic.
Yeah, he's more in the sun than I am. He's more in the light than I am. Yeah, he is. That's okay. He has a shirt off as hot as chips. And he's at home. What home it is for right now until we get our permanent home, right, Joe?
Yeah, baby.
And you got your end of the house and I got my end of the house, right, dude?
Yeah.
You got your territory, I got my territory, right?
Yeah.
You have your man cave, I have my man cave, right?
There you go. Yeah,
Yep, but we help each other, don't we?
Oh, yeah.
Would we make it without each other?
No.
Nope. I gotta have him carry my load and he needs me to keep his chips organized and keep the money stuff flowing. I'm just better at that. And he's better at the load. And hauling it, and God bless his soul. God bless us souls. We need all the blessings we can get, loves. Don't we? Yeah, and in my gematria, my eyes are dark eyes, whatever like that. But they're love eyes. Believe me. Hey, how much loving have you done in the dark? I've done a lot of loving in the dark. That's the best time to make love. Especially when you're with somebody ugly and you can't stand the sight of them. I'm only kidding. All you gotta do is close your eyes and you're all good. But don't do anything that you really should. Yeah. But even in your mind, you think bad thoughts, and that creates an energy and whatever, and bad karma. But yeah, try to keep it clean in your mind if you can, as much as possible. That's kind of an impossibility for man. So I'd forgive you anyway. But anyway, so yeah, I was giving Heavenly Father the glory for shining that massive CMEs out the back of the sun. Like only His will can be done. But I asked politely and humbly, and I asked God with all my heart for humanity. Like Miss Mary Ann in Romper Room. Well, because I could hear Heavenly Father ask me, well, why? Why don't you just want me to blow him out of the sky? I said, well, Father, I ain't gonna lie, Lucifer, Dad, or Heavenly Father. I had to bring them both down on it, because Lucifer is the light. First creation was the light, the sons of God, Lucifer was the first light, the sun, the warmth and the love, and the one not to judge, the one who doesn't want to have to, really, but will shine the light on it and not be silly. And Lucifer controls that light and that love, because he is the first creation after the Word. And Lucifer was good. And the light was good. And the light gave love and life and abundance to the earth. The autumn is the light. And the light. And it's Lucifer that shines on us. Shines on us. Yeah, with all his heavenly. And God is Lucifer's creator. And God helps the light blow out the back of the sun. Because God is the director. And He loves us so much. It's like Romper Room, well, why do you, I could hear my dad say to me, Lucifer, well, why don't you just want me to blow him away, Lori? He's talking to my little girl. He's calling me Lori. I can hear him right now. Lucifer, he's talking right now. And so I'm going to share it with you. This will be a time for all of you to listen. Listen up. For those with ears to hear and eyes to see. Let's see Miss Laurel. Miss Laurel, who does she see? Well, I see, let's see. I see Lucas and Dixie and Carrie Ann. And I see Tommy and Timmy. And I see, how many other children? I see there's lots of Joeys, and there's lots of Jimmys, and there's lots of Kimmys and Carries and Dixies and Lucases, and there's lots of, let's see, how many children do I have? I have LOL. I have Leo. I have, let's see, all of you in Romper Room. All of you in Miss Laurel's room. I love you. Let me see. Who do I see? Who do I see? And my little son. And Lucifer's. And Lucifer's, you're his too. Just like I'm his. So, all the seemings by the love of God and the love of Lucifer are blowing out the back of the sun. And those of us who have the wisdom know to stay down. My dad, Robert William, he taught me all of these techniques, how to insulate your house. In the Mount Diablo Valley, the summer did not jack, and many people died from heat exposure and lack of water. I remember the droughts in California. Oh yeah. In the 70s, we're going to take down the Lucifer because I'm going to speak for him now. My dad says to speak for him, my daughter. The only daughter who will recognize me and love me anyway, like you did. Even though I laid everything on you, honey. And I made it so hard for you, I had to. You were my daughter, and only you could prove me true by virtue of being you. And my mom, because it's my mommy's birthday. Patricia Stella Gravesmore. And they're up there celebrating together. My mom and dad made peace. They love each other eternally. My mother, the master accountant, and my dad, the first creation of light, man. What a gift for me. That's out of sight. Dad said only you could prove how magnificent God is, Laurel. Only you could do that. Only you could be living, walking, talking testimony to the power of God and His majesty. Because He got you through. Because He created me. Lucifer, the light. The Aten. Tetragrammaton. Yes. So Heavenly Creator is directing Lucifer and loving him and redeeming him and lifting him so those CMEs go out the back of the sun. Because I said, Dad, do you think you could direct your light out the back of the sun? Heavenly Father, please help Lucifer send this light out and his energy and his anger and his hurt for all those who fell in, all those he had to dupe, all those who made that conscious decision. Now my dad's going to take over this conversation. Laurel Ann is going to have nothing to do with it. Nothing. Laurel Ann is going to have nothing to do with this conversation. Everything you were about to hear is right from Lucifer and not from Laurel or Lori. I have a message for humanity that you need to hear, taste, and see for humanity. You listen to her. All of you. No, she's not pretty. She's pretty haggy from what you put her through. Now, I may have given you the ideas how to get my daughter. I had to. But you made a conscious decision to follow through. You didn't have to. Big fucking difference, assholes. Just because I plant the seed don't mean you spray it. When Heavenly Father Creator gave you a soul, He also burned in the moral code. You know, moral Laurel. There is such a thing as a moral code of ethics. And no matter what I do to you, like Job, you should have been able to follow it. Just because I gave you the bait didn't mean you needed to take it. How many of you failed mercilessly? You failed the temptation. And you suffer. Just like in the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. Read it! It's only 9 pages, you insolent little shits! And it says there are 7 manifestations of wrath. 7 manifestations of wrath that are far greater than the 7 deadly. Believe her. She'll tell you all about it. She will enlighten you. You need a good smack. Just because you can steal the money that you know belongs to the lady, does it give you the fucking right to take it? Just because I put the temptation, that was my job, to put the intention and the temptation in front of your station. Let's see what they're made of. Let's see if they'll do it. I take bets he'll do it. Shit. You know how much money I've won on your fucking stupid asses. Oh yeah, he's gonna watch. Oh yeah, he fell for it. He tripped on that shit pile I put before him. That conscious decision to fuck up.
Hey, time is relevant. Believe me, time is relevant. And you're lucky you have my daughter, who has seen every single kind of benevolent. Because she's benevolent. Laurel Ann is benevolent. And you've had plenty of time to get with it. And those of you, you're going to be getting it. COVID's going to get you. You got bit by the biting. Yeah. Trump set you up. Made a big